Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Zunbil series of Crusader Kings 3 here on the Lord Master channel. As I continue to drag this series on for a little bit longer, as I feel like, well, we're back in our usual groove again with the whole thing of, oh yes, I forgot about this little thing fresh off from the pilgrimage. Having carried my exotic wares all the way from Wotan, I now decide what to do with them. Should I sell them at a profit, or maybe keep them as a gift for the next personal scheme? The coin speaks to me. We'll sell the wares for triple the amount. 150 gold. That's for starters. Wants to forge a sword. Master of what appears. Really? Can you really make it better than the Avar battle axe that I use? I'm giving you this chance. As tempting as it is. And there goes my cat, Nastakot, my adventurous pet. And Roxana, my etiquette. Huge help for being rat-free. Do we even have the Keeper Menagerie anymore? We do not. Also, get an Antiquarian. For goodness sakes. Keeper Menagerie, there you are. 1 second. Only the sun guides me. That would be good to have. We ought to do something about that in future. Like, I'd like to have another piece of furniture and another thing to put on the small wall ornaments. Like, maybe we should get into hunting. But of course, you need a master of the hunt to be looking for such things. Double dipping your pay here. An extremely well-groomed emissary come from extra Hovanes of Tbilisi's court that was presented to me. I immediately sensed something out of the ordinary was afoot. As I proceeded to explain, I was invited to a very restrict party where only the most prestigious of the diplomatic circle of nearby lords are present to discuss matters of international relevance in a cozy environment. He further stressed to me how important my presence was, and patiently waited for my answer to be given at the moment to return to his court to organize everything. I attempted to hide my dilemma because if I performed poorly, my prestige would suffer immensely, whereas in a passable way I would gain nothing. Of course, there was always a chance to take the center stage of the party, reaping heaps of prestige in the end. Oh dear. My diplomacy skill is 10. I'm not a reveler nor gregarious, and I am not shy. Clearly you are a reveler. Of course I'll be present. This is gonna be a huge mistake. Hang on. Aha! Now this is what I'm looking for. I know what you did. Because I'm going to expose that secret. And you know what that means. You've committed a crime. That's one way to get rid of her, even though she's out of the house, but... If you try to imprison her, this will lead to a large war. But let's not do that. We do not have the money to, to be waging some form of war. Get back here. So we should save up gold to at least around 500. Just build up a war chest so we can deploy our army to the Punjab region. When I entered the hall of Tbilisi and started mingling with the other lords present, it soon became obvious that I was at ease with the subject matters being discussed, and always had a witty comment to present whomever I engaged. It soon became clear I was the soul of the party as more and more people started discussing topics that interest me, while drinking and eating plenty of superbly presented delicacies. As a conclusion, I was the one being in the center stage of my meeting of my prestige sword. A silver tongue indeed. 500 prestige gain. That's a big jump for the fame progress. Purchase the truce. This is from the veteran. I have no ill will towards, the independent Armenian realms. I'd give you a moment. How much? 25. Hey, can we get a fair price of this? Not convinced. You got it. That is from over there. So we will not attack you. But there is no doubt that we'll expand there, but not by my hand. The realm's broken up a bit. And plus more money to finance our armies, as we will soon deal with the with that woman down there. And also she's of the wrong culture, Pamiri, even though we do accept the Pamiris as one of ours, but my issue with that is, it's like, yes, it's Zunbil, but sometimes wish it's Turco-Hephthalite. But of course, no attempts were made to introduce Turco-Hephthalite culture down to India. Plus, the Turco-Hephthalite culture isn't as widespread as it should be. May aim to change that in the future. Time disappears in Siren's smithy. Drink, gang, Arak, as we decided to discuss the sword she is forging for me. Am I imagining things, or is there indescribable tension? The hour has grown late when my weaponsmith puts down her hammer, takes a deep quaff from a goblet, smiles at me knowingly. Is she? I can't deny something stirs in me. My heart quickens, and I find myself holding her arms as she embraces me in return. What is happening? I must go. Get away from me. Low board blood. The local Middle Eastern elites have been most appreciative of my efforts to foster close relations with them. To celebrate a number of recent successes, a few of their most prominent clients got together and hosted a magnificent feast in my name. It was a great feast. We all feasted on their traditional delicacies, famed across the Silk Road, such as Fergana wine, Samarkand peaches, and various flatbreads like sangak. A wonderful and joyous occasion. I recall this further. I reflexively cleared my airway. The evening's meal was lovely, perhaps too lovely, as I choked it down a little too fast. Calm, I urged myself. There's no call to rush. Just enjoying the food, lady. It's a harmless delight. Got ill. Maybe it's the food. One would think, right? Don't gulp it down too much. What did you do? Hey, I saw that Gotta convert. Okay, that's it. You've gone too far. As soon as we get our money and my sword. And I have no experience in strategy other than I know how to lead an army. But as far as tactics concerned, I know nothing about it. And it would be wise to get another perk. Here we go. Actually, we should take this because, you know, the whole siege weapon effect in this. And combined with mine, when I lead an army, we could bring these fortifications down in no time. Light cavalry maintenance lowered a bit. Oh Lord, our beneficiaries are approaching a wide grid, sweat dripping down on our forehead, smeared across the face. I have toiled over the forge many days and nights. Now finally my work is done. She presents me with an object wrapped in cloth. I unveil what is hidden when my eyes grow wide. A Damascus steel sword of masterful craftsmanship. The pommel is shaped in a series of rounded lobes and inlaid with gold, and the blade is etched to display a relief of mythological beasts. A tiny but elegant description was on the side, proudly saying, Zun is my strength. Plus 6 pros, plus 14% enemy fatal casualties, and plus 50% raid speed, which, if I ever wanted to go raiding again, which is highly doubtful because it's expensive to upkeep, and it takes a long damn time to get everybody on board and all that. So yeah, Zun is my strength. through this sword. You were fine and good for the faithful advantage, but we want to inflict more enemy casualties with this thing. Maybe, perhaps, that, give me a moment. If we were to reforge it, what effects it'll have? Look, as much as I like this axe, but I guess we could put that away. Reforge, you only have to pay 4 gold. You served me well. And this thing, this can go. This will be the sword of our successors. Now, no news of Jada family reached my ears, yet still the people of Porushapura complain of bread becoming unreasonably expensive. It was Aurora Baker, Kishan, my Courtier, Ogilvy, tells me. She has brought every load of wheat and flour that enters the city and does not allow us to devour a single mile to ourselves. The true crime is hiding these profits from me. Now we have the money to wage war, but before we do that, should hold court. It's been a long time since we've done one of these things. My lord, I come from the religious community of Kishan, in the Mazabanate of Barakshan. There are wise, pious men who have been collecting and preserving traditional knowledge of Pamiri culture for centuries. As a sign of our goodwill, I'll offer you a precious anthology of Pamiri texts translated to your own language. We hope you accept it to gain a new perspective on our people. I graciously accept. Before me stands my aunt, Beneb Shin Rokshana, her head. My lord, Domoko has been hit hard by a recent enemy occupation. Our people are starving, our fields are not recovering, and our livestock is not enough to survive anymore. We beg you to intervene and save your devoted subjects with your great magnanimity. Sir bows deeply and falls silent. Some gold will help lessen your sufferings. A peasant man from the castle of Nakshab was brought before me, and no matter what the guards do, he will not stop dancing. Trailing blood from mangled feet. I cannot say so, my lord. None of us can. Not until we collapse. Please help us. My Courtier Nestokot is certain that the citizens are afflicted by Axis blood, causing an imbalance in humors. My high shaman Zendag, on the other hand, insists as the curse sent by Zun to punish the peasants. Bring out leeches. We have humors to balance. Deploy the army. All of it. Should take a year to assemble, and I'll be there. Perhaps. I recently became aware of rumors emanating from my council that mar my dynasty's renown, with viral being spread about my capabilities of managing my own. After a cursory private investigation into the matter, I was unable to pinpoint the guilty councillor. I suspect Redemption Nestokot Kabulistan is behind this scheme. I must be on my guard about council's poor opinion. Only care for the future. And blasted. No fancy dreams, spread of gold did this time. Money's going to war. Council's a negative opinion on me. Oh, I didn't think that. We should do this. Consult House members. The Unified Council is the one that can act swiftly and securely. With only a little back and forth, I can ensure that my House members are more effective with their roles as councilors. Base progress skill and faculty council test increased by 10% for House members serving your council. These three here, not you. This will remain active until my character dies, so it's... So what do you say? Good job. While I'm strolling alone, lost in my thoughts in a small remote corridor of my castle, I pass by Ramadeva, who greets me with a courteous good evening. Barely paying attention. I've had a few more paces when I hear a rustle of someone moving quickly behind me. I turn my head and only see a dagger held by Ramadeva, his eyes filled with crazy hate, coming from the base of my neck. Only my luck could save me. This man's possessed. That's why. Having a lunatic or possessed character of one's own accord carries some risk given an unstable state of mind. As you are attacked totally unaware, neither your prowess or your intrigue could mitigate the final outcome of this unexpected attack. However, if you are paranoid, your chances of survival are better as your mind is always on high alert to dangerous misgivings. Oh hell. So, here's what's gonna happen. I escape unscathed, 25% chance. 25% chance I become wounded, 50% chance I become severely injured, 20% chance I become brutally mauled, or 50% chance that I get killed right here, right now. And if I do die, Roxana the Honorable takes over. Yes, she takes over. Her debt will be rid of, and would take care of these little matters. Although she's better at diplomacy than I am, but not so good when it comes to stewardship. Oh, 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 God. I got brutally mauled. Oh. Oh. -4 martial, -4 intrigue, -20 prowess, which even if I'm hurt, I'm still a formidable fighter if need to be. Catastrophic penalty. There goes my dread and my attraction. But thankfully, the castle's rat-free. I am strong. These things help me out. However, this only counteracts disease, not injuries. This is likely a permanent thing. I gotta find me a spouse! That is noble-born. Of course. But of course, they'd be taking reservations by saying, I don't want you because you're a bit, beat up and all that. There's a lot of beautiful women out there, but none of them are okay. There's one. You're not far from here, so at least it's from within the realm. I'll take the prestige hit. But remember, your fertility is shot, so you have no chance of it. Father's a monk. Aha, that is the person responsible. Gosh, I don't think there's going to be much of a future. But I may be hurt, but we still gotta take care of that criminal vassal. Just simply need you over here. Just a short trip. And come take care of me. Please. But remember this. This is now a chance of certain death. Because this is Dark Ages. If your character is wounded, especially a very heavy wound that cannot be healed, this event happens. As I lie in bed constrained by my wounds, I have time to reflect on the meaning of life and how tenuous my grasp of it all is. My fate rests partly on my constitution, partly on the care I receive, but mostly on luck. As time passes, a conclusion approaches, but in the end I'm ready to accept my destiny. Again, I got kind of brutally mauled. I'm basically dead, even with all the health benefits. So now, 23% chance that I'll die. 38% chance that I lose the trait brutally mauled, which would be a miracle, while I would gain a scar. While there's a 25% chance that brutally mauled turns into maimed, which is worse. Well, what is worse penalty? Catastrophic or critical? Well, maim is worse because you just lose body part. And this is a, permanent thing. It's something that cannot be healed. And 12% chance that I kick out and no longer be brutally mauled. Wish me luck. Scarred. I survived. It's a miracle. But I was scarred. Got you imprisoned. That is it. For the first time ever. You will be... Well, gee, I forgot about all these damn things. Because of the one of the mods I have. I mean, holding public excuse would be popular opinion. Where the hell is the sun trial? Because that's what I was going to subject him to. Ah, here it is. The sun trial. This is how we Zunists do it. So... in a few days, 66% chance that he perishes in the sun, 33% chance that he survives the trial, leaves the prison, and he's out of here. I mean, after all, look at him. His health is poor. Even if he survives the sun trial, he's already a dead man. On the final eve of Ramadeva's trial, he does not move as we approach. One of the servants put a flask to his parched lips, but the water runs down his chin without response. Zun has spoken, the flamen declares, hands raised towards the heavens. The man is guilty. It is Zun's will. He's gone. Executed through stun trial. First time ever in this series. My lord, a guard approached me with a horse and tow. I found this creature wandering in the garden. What should we do with it? I do have to admit that the white coat looks very soft. A white horse. It will leave here. I'll name something unique from my own imagination. Give me another name, maybe. In other words, I don't know what the horse's name is, but it's got a white coat. How you doing? Would you like to? Because, you know, after that scary near-death experience, I thought, yeah, I kind of want to have children now. Before something else happens to me. I had the nearest of near-deaths. Fates be praised. Today I woke up for certain for the first time in my life. I've proven myself beyond doubt to be an exemplary Sunist. I'm not only the son of Benib a bask in the light of Zun. I am no longer in the shadow of my mother. Is it time to focus on earthly matters and rest assured that I am in Zun's grace? Or should a good Zunist never tire, never stop a holy pursuit for Zun's recognition? Let me tell you something. I had a near-death experience, and I was scarred for life for it. Uh, the heavens and earth will forever know my name. This character is obsessed with becoming the most pious person possibly ever. Top of the morning and nothing to report. The guard told me as I made a few rounds on my garden. Continue as you were. Whoa, whoa, what? Oh. Murdered. You. Okay, rival. Well, hopefully they get rid of you. You bastards. She was one of the good ones. We're about to get rid of her soon, so temporarily, go for you. Hang on. No, never mind. Six months. We're still gathering. Punjab is a big realm, but we're not far from Lahore. Now what have you done? You made a challenge for an artifact. You have gone too far. You've made too many enemies. Well, two. But you made an enemy out of me. Old age, right? Died in her sleep. Okay. You're a good one. march to the capital and then get to it. Present. On our way. Stop the villain. I'm sitting and meditating on the finer points of Zunism. I cannot help but think back when I traveled to Multan for my very first pilgrimage. This trip was far from the quotidian comforts of my life as a Shahanshah, but the relief I felt on arriving in Multan made it all worth the trouble. I believe I'll feel closer to the zone. If only I were to take the zealous treat myself. That would definitely reflect well on that state of mind. Alright. I can tell you to get out. And she'll say no. Of course you realize this means war. But first, as my board steward presented me that he proposed to implement a special tax to be paid by my subjects in my domain. That will bring a very sizable amount of gold to my coffers and someone's. However, this tax is far from being reasonable. One could expect resistance to the collectors in my counties. With insurance that I can even demand to collect more than my steward originally planned, I must make a decision on how to proceed. Oh hell. Refuse the whole damn plan. You brought me a black ferret. Gimme. More pets is always needed. To my liege, your wicked deeds have gone unpunished for too long. Far too long. That changes today. I come to deliver holy retribution upon you. Allah have mercy on you. I shall grant you none. Thanks to, me, martial skill, and the other perks, despite the fact it's level 4, it'll take 3 months to bring it down. One second though. Verge. I was wondering if that makes any difference. Now it did. She's going nowhere. There's a bit of infighting here. War of Revenge. Oh, she's over there. War against tyranny. Probably got caught. Now sounds like a new army down there. Gonna capture your capital, capture your relatives there. As I enter my chambers, I'm greeted by mayhem. Things are strewn everywhere, and a few things are covered in feathers. Sleep in the middle of destruction is my hawk, Goboziko. Maybe I get someone to clean this up. That's for starters. Because we gotta get this place now. I exit my tent to see scrap sprawls up before me. A mass of sticks, dirt, bodies, and humanity. The smell of it fills my nostrils, fouling the sweet, clean air. What an intoxicating smell. Such a mixture of bodies, mud, sweat, and human waste. A few banners fluttered in the wind. Cut timbers lay stacked like a wall outside the tents. My lower lieutenant approaches and forces the siege ended. I gather my bodyguards head to the edge camp. The Majri of Lahore stands before me. A shattered husk of broken clay and wood, of waist-high weeds sprouting between bricks and stones. In the fields between, crows congregate, picking at the corpses of dead soldiers, scattered limbs, rotting entrails, and dented helmets. Unburied bodies are heaped in a gruesome mass grave, and row upon row of arrow-pierced shields mark the outlines of hasty ramparts. Survivors huddle in the shadows of makeshift huts made from felled trees and fallen bricks. I don't care what you people think of me, but spare it. And imprison everyone you see, all their known family members are associated with, even if it's from my own kin. Captured one of their heirs. It's always good. And we got a brown nightingale. You won't be needing that anymore. We'll take good care of that bird. So we're united in marriage, now we are united in heart. And I say that because, again, that near-death experience I had, scariest thing that's ever happened to me. Siege camp sprawls out for me. A cluster of ramshackle shelters, surrounded by tumbled walls and sagging ramparts. Flags and banners fly in the damp wind. Bright colors mix hopelessly in the gray rain. Everything is covered in a thick sheen of gray damp like a mud-laden lake. All the approaches upon the siege. I got my bodyguards at the edge. The mastery of Sangala stands before me. A carco bastion. In the fields between, empty carts and furniture frames smolder, surrounded by bones of horses and shattered swords. Vultures hang on the air, screeching, greedily waiting the death of the dying. Shocked survivors stumble about amid the still smoking rubble of houses overrun by the ravaging men. Walls of grief rise from unseen wounded souls, spilling up from the desecrated ground, venting their fury like a maritime storm. Smoke hangs and pall over this hellish destruction. Spare it. Don't you know how valuable this place is? See how fast we take these walls down with this siege? As the Romans pace about this state of warfare, it becomes apparent there should be a way to specialize our troops for either in defense or offense. As Supreme Commander of my army, I'm the one who will gain the insights of such training. There's a drawback for this, however. As long as I perfect the art of offense or defense with my troops, I'm not spending time to develop my lifestyle path, thus losing important progress is made there. Given this situation, several paths to consider. I'll avoid wasting time on details because we know what to do. You should put on a show featuring the animals and management. Just imagine all you would spare by showing such a collection. Yeah, great idea. Especially that we got animals from the spoils of war. Spouse pregnant. I want legitimate children, not children of concubines. Like me, I'm a child of a male concubine. 95%. A chaos of improvised creations simmering golden and low morning light. Fierce flags bearing Heldrick birds are spread across barren crags. It smells of smoke and sweat and horse dung. A low retaining approach small forms of siege and it got my bodyguard to the mastery of John stands before me. Its own circle of hell. The fields between trees and flax are flattened. Houses and barns are reduced to kindling. Bodies lay everywhere, glassy-eyed with shock. Survivors huddle in the rubble and clutch their babies to their chests. What time is the last place to take? Now it's a port level 6. Actually, no. Siege here. This will take a month or less. Offer me a concubine? No, thank you. Not now, at least. It's a jumble of soggy tents, miserable men in grimy clothes, or grimy, and cookie fires. Flags flutter in the stiff northwestern breeze. The colors stark and bright against the dune sun. The work is endless. The earth is a morass of mud and bodies. The air is foul and musty beneath the canopy of tops that cover the tents. The sweet scent of horses and sweat and leather intermingled with mixtures of blood and dried shit that cake our boots and cloaks. Now the tapa of Kabirwala stands before me, a charred, blackened ruin. Trebuchets and catapults litter the field. Walls of clay bricks built by serfs lie shattered and overturned as the towers molder and crumbled in rubble piles. The houses, poxed by scratches and slits, lie in heaps strewn with rotting horse bones and trash and refuse. Grieving widows line the streets, heads scarred in the style of their ancestors, drowned in black viscera and ashes, each hollowed face still searching for their husbands in a cloud-filtered sunlight. You're going to prison. Your titles will be revoked. Just show. Now we'll give it to someone of our kin. That's at the Zeko. I could just give it to any damn body. Illegitimate bastard. Alright. What the hell are you doing all the way over there for? Linda, you're one of my more valuable knights. You should be the one. Yeah. You're the man. You get to have this, but not this. I still keep this. Well, that's your problem. Did you let her into your bed? No. No, thank you. I said, as long as he's kin, we're good. And it also does demonstrate that we are capable of financing war and get away with it. Is that so? Pay up. Oh, you let her out, you fool. Oh man, she's on ladder right now. She could go off to who knows where now. But if I were you, I'd hire bodyguards. In case of assassination attempts. You already do have a bodyguard. But I need another. Can't hurt to get another. Food gone bad. Let's take our time to forge a hunt around here. Excuse me. That's it. There's a large minority of Turco-Hephthalite to live there. Well, son of a beeswax. How on earth you accuse my vassal of an affair with Uncle? Guards? As the door to the movie chair opens, I'm not greeted by smiling midwives and a crying baby. Instead, the chats hard rituals. I'm so sorry, my lord. The midwife does not look for me in the eye. In her arms is a tiny covered bundle. Your son, he's in the heavens now. My son in the heavens? Oh, blast. Yeah, that's a bit extreme, isn't it? It's just like, you committed adultery? Revoke the title and get out of my country! That's what it was like. I will get another. Now, such a candic of sisters prepared for a longer play inspired in the classics of the old times. I received my invitation this morning to my surprise and disappointment. Even if I'm in his liege, it seems I will not attend the spectacle in the place of honor. I could just sense of criticism of sorts and a veiled signal of defiance by all my vassals and disputes. If I want to look good and reassert my true place in the realm, I need to take definite measures. I'll use my creativity and guile to be honor one. This definitely will not work. That's a big prestige hit. But just do it. Yep. Failed to secure in its rightful place. Now. Give it to her. Turco-Hephthalite have a small minority presence there. But large minority there. Again, my idea is that we need to start spreading the Turco-Hephthalite culture, because in order to increase its progress, like this for example, average development of Turco-Hephthalite counties isn't much, but look at the development ever since we've been developing bulk. There's room for all this. Why aren't we in all of that? Hell, I may even consider start spreading Turco-Hephthalite culture right in the middle of an area, as if we're sending colonists to live there within the empire. So I'm taking on a bit of a stance here. I'm a well-connected social figure, as we well know. So just give it to a Sogdian nobleman who will hold the place, and we'll have good time. Off you go. Rid of it. My backloggers are unique insights, and those ideas will work well here, for once. Wants to forge a crown? Well, can it be better than my crown that I still wear here? We shall see. Go ahead. That's what's becoming at this point. In my era of my supposed enlightened reign, started to become more Turco-centric, promoted a culture to different places of the world, including areas that would be well developed. Oh no, no, I'm fine with press. They're possessed and lunatic people. I spot my wife. Try excited about the listing ideas just for establishing my rear's barely concealing his contempt. Clearly annoyed by my spousal words. And as you are waving a geometric tapestry goes on, may as well matches my grandmother's old tapestry. Come, darling, let's leave it to the expert. He's said to be very good at his craft. I could barely believe my eyes. My nightingale pattern flies past me dressed in a surprisingly fashionable dress. Part 2. Rarely seen outsiders weaving workshop nowadays. Follows behind the nightingale. Looking both deep in thought and close to laughter. Startles as he notices me. My lord, I hope you do not mind. Little Parasite here was very interested in my work. I have to admit, she has given me a lot of inspiration in turn. There are ways to use the fabric I've never considered before, as you can see. I'll secure the material to continue this collaboration. Well, I'll leave me alone then. I told you. Let the man do his work. I know he's very good at it. But, please, leave him alone! Me and I'm just being more theatrical these days. As this for Taberna. Oh. 50-50 will be of higher quality. We should use that money to do one of these activities, such as the hunt. Like, are there any animals to hunt around here? Like any sighting of any good ones? Boar sighting. Boar. Apparently Damashon is the place to be. Everyone can come. Just remember, I'm a pious man. And just to be safe, yes. Spent nearly half the money to go hunt. But it's just something for me to do. A large velvet tapestry of masterful craftsmanship. The cloth is woven to show an intricate design which elegant calligraphic letters blend seamlessly with the geometric shapes. Oh, this is lovely. That's certainly better than my old one. Oh, look at that. Definitely Indian influence made by the maker. Need to master the hunt. Ninda, you're a man. Strike by first cord that led news from house with Taberna be delayed more and more. Now weeks of work on my crown have been wasted. Seems I was not entirely to blame. I'm told of Taberna's delusions and erratic behavior, constantly changing her mind and starting from scratch, and her strange hammer technique. At last I demand that she's brought before me. Well, I know you're doing your best. We wait the arrival of the rest of the guests. My servants can get started on preparations. gameskeeper check the highlands each day for signs of quarry, while establishing a camp closer to the hunting grounds. Those boars are close, I could feel. Are they called that individually? Boars? Is that a real thing? But for plural? Like, I know there's pigs, and hyenas, and boars, I guess maybe boars is a word. It's just the way it sounded. A sun that symbols the party end, as the sun rises over the camp in the desert near Damashan. My men have gathered signs aboard that roam the local area. My many gamekeepers and flashers would pour over the tracks for areas of fumes. It's clearly a stop bar in the area. Dangerous, but worthy game. Let's get out there. Nothing could be better than that. They got him prisoned as the bastard king of Kashmir. I hear Shah Kanarang behind me, his singer, top of his hunting seat. Look at that abhorrent ogre, points at my knight, who's Spanish sinner. Seems to be having a hard time bearing the insults. Hey, this is no way for a Shah to act. Shalamoga. Vultures here in the Mazaban scrubbins. They huddle together as I run up my guards, making a poor job at hiding the dead end Taliban. We did not do this, please. I have mercy, glorious Shahanshah. The blades and bows value their words. No hang and the villagers will pay. My knight, Puleg Zing, is the first spotted sharpened tusk. The power of war is hard to distinguish, but there's no doubt it's there, observing us through the Spanish room. It locks eyes with me and almost as an animal sense is my intent. Suddenly takes out a flash of brown fur. After it, we ride. Alley-o. Like all games, the slippery board has many tracks, bunches of ruses that could fool even experienced hunters. My cousin, Shah Kanarang, has halted the party, and the boards stand perfectly still in the Spanish mouth, unflinching, getting behind us, even under dogs' noses. There's no agreement over which course to follow, and each word we carry puts us further from our prize. Ah yes, I heard of this boy, and it pays off. The son of a beeswax never likes me, but he's terrified of me. After hours of riding, we were finally cornering the wily beast, and our chase had not been in vain. The exhausted, panicked animal turned to bay, struggling to stand, squealing in panic. The proud boar squeals terribly, sharpened tusks ready to cleave, join any who approach, as it's surrounded by shapeless hounds and houndsmen. I'll bring it down myself. 56% chance that the beast is slain, 20% chance it wounds me, and may be seriously injured. 14% chance if it kills me. But again, if I die, remember, the Honorable Rakshana will take over. And she's pregnant, by the way. Which is always good. Slay the boar. I had my spear and cautiously moved towards the exhausted animal. Chose my more carefully, plunging my blade deep in its heart. Take that! Hunts like these are pure joy. I cannot wait for next year. There's nothing quite like the thrill of bringing down a mighty beast. Martin Sinna Goodrid directs to break it up, clumsily skinning their carcass before letting the game master take over. We placed the eagle's dog share of the spoils on the stretch side before departing for camp and home. It's lush but will be an excellent conversation piece. Put it up there. So the program vassal tax contribution will give me a little more income. At least we have the court grandeur up and a bit of renown and prestige gain. Everything's good. For future reference, it's something that I need to do often. And hunts like these usually takes 5 to 4 years. Let's see. Vassal limit. That's it. Not gonna break it. It might become useful one day. My old childhood friend passed away. No, not childhood. It was some other time. I don't remember. Thought about doing a grand tournament. Since you're always, let me see. Suitable terrain. I mean, let me see the modifiers. I recall something here. So, horse race melee contest. Oh yeah. What I had in mind was, archery. And what's down there? Oh yeah, I forgot that we could build certain duchy buildings now. No, not just that. This. I totally forgot about these. It would make a world of difference. Oh, damn. Well, let me see. What about for taxation tours, where we go round, 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 round? Yeah, pretty much. And that would cost you, well, reduce that. And knowing you're prestige intensive, you can have this. And if you want to get around one place to the other, well, there's that option now. Bringing you this total. That's something we ought to consider doing in some point in the future. Because it would take up a great portion of the of this episode to do so. And also I would have to do the customize a route thing. Customize a route. Did you hear yourself say that? Customize a route. It sounded like you're saying like adopt a highway. That's what it sounded like in my ears. Hang on. Is there a way I could, I don't know, visit a vassal? I doubt it. No. Because I sometimes wish I would just say, hey, how you doing and all that. But, no, you have to do it at a certain... Okay, let's just say you go pick, like, anywhere here. See? Now you have an excuse. But let's be realistic here. So save your money for a grand tour, which we'll do that in the next episode. Instead, focus on other things. Ah, yes, embellished capital. Part of our dynasty legacy. Don't I have a damn good royal architect? Yes, I do. That's who we should do, yes. Royal Architect will be charged and overseeing the construction of a brand new addition like capital. Go ahead. That's something we should spend some money on. He's working diligently, assembling a workforce for our new project in droves. Everything will soon be in place, my lord. But what to build? I thought of a great mausoleum, clad in lapis lazuli from the mines of Sayastan, or perhaps a refurbishment of a castle in a traditional style. That would certainly impress your subjects in bulk. We could also expand our qanats, fountains, and baths, and decorate them lavishly. See, I told you I made the right choice to pick this man, because there's no one like him. So, massively for the Zunbil dynasty, 100% chance that this project exceeds expectations, giving us more renown, and everybody in our house will respect us a little more. Okay, you're fine. Take a drink. Dinner tonight is a medley of several of my favorite dishes. Recently, the fare produced an unexpected delightful, and I wolf it down with gusto. Except something is not in my throat. There's something caught in my throat. Air. Get air. Either try to cough it out, or due to my extremely high private skull, down my chest, my lungs. So, I do have to do this. So no. Oh my God! Why does this keep happening to him? Why does this keep happening to Gatfar? prime of his damn life. Is destiny really want Roxana the Honorable to be the next? Instead, just confident. 70% chance that I'll be spared for now, or 30% chance that I'll die here, that my luck will finally run out. And I survive again! Why does this keep happening to me? You done killed my bird. Killing a bird is not a crime, but I would love to have you in prison. As I take a stroll in the castle, I pass by the library where my tax collector Badash seems to be in quite a splendid state. Oh, the sun, he mumbles himself. I cannot do this. These tax law choices are too old, too big, too disorganized. How am I ever meant to find anything in here? I wanted to check a minor detail before I end up provinces again. Do your work or I'll have your ass flogged. One day while strolling in my village, to browse some wares at the seasonal market, accompanied by my two trusty bodyguards, accompanying no peasants to take a good breath of fresh air. Suddenly a dark figure came out of the shadows of a small house and simply tries to stab me with what I clearly see as a poisoned dagger. Wild looking at danger approaching horror. My intuition tells me this is the work of my hated enemy, Duktanosh. Oh, I know you! I must fight for my life here. So now, having rivals bring an element of serious danger to the player's life. The number of rivals increase the chance of this event happening while you have no proof about who ordered the nefarious deed. Your intuition is probably right, but you need to prove it. Any rivals that are either compassionate, forgiving, generous, just, or craven will never dabble with murder attempts. 11% chance that I'm killed by it, or 9% chance that my bodyguard has sacrificed his life for me. And once again! Once a frickin' game! Too many brushes with death here. So, in other words, should pay attention to the tyranny I inflict on my subjects, could lead to a sudden attempt on my life. The more the tyranny, the bigger the chances are. Are you really talking about tyranny or dread or what? What tyranny? 1 second. There is no tyranny around here. My lord, these ones are clear agitated, dragging a pitiful champion. Commoners of bulk keep sneaking to the menagerie to ogre our collection. It is they think it's a public display. Stares at the shaky boy. That has been staring to say otherwise. Before it continues. It is upsetting the animals. If they're gonna ogle, they'll have to pay. I'm all about it. Just say, come on, pay up if you want to see my collection of these here animals. A falcon named Loka. A falcon. You got it. Got too many damn birds, and that cat's gonna eat one of them at some point. Also, by the way, the Turco-Hephthalite culture was able to spread there. Part of commanding an army means making sure my soldiers have plenty of food, drink, and camp gear for long campaigns. To this end, I should come up with a plan for ensuring my soldiers will always have the supplies they need in the field. Arrange a network of merchants to help me. After going through the reams of financial ledgers, I was able to pick out a group of merchants scattered around the countryside which I knew would be dependable. I made an offer to keep them on retainer to provide any supplies my army needs at a moment's notice. This will ensure my commanders will always know who they should go to and when they need provisions. Now to skim a little off the top for 50 gold. Spread the Turco-Hephthalite culture there. There's a large minority of them. It's for all the surrounding areas. Even across the river may have to spread Turco-Hephthalite culture there, though none of them live there. Just every little bit helps. My goodness, we are behind the times. I think I know what to do. I'm looking. Oh, that's entirely new dynasty. That's not the Pala. I was wondering who are they? Surprised the old Courtiers Buddhists are still around and they all live in Tibet instead of, you know, the proper homeland, which I would love to give it to them, but that's kind of too late at this point. Oh, let there be a child before I die. Of something horrible that may come again, because death just keeps giving me woof, 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 but I'm still here. It just makes you wonder. It just makes you wonder. It's been a good while since I saw my old heartthrob, big as. After all these years, the thought of her subject of my child infatuation occupies my mind in the midnight hours. She is a woman now, and I can't help but feel myself reaching for my comb when I think of it. Perhaps I ought to make my feelings finally known. I don't think you're gonna get to me, so I gotta set aside these childish thoughts. She's practically move on. Plus, she's not that really good of a person. You're about to finally win your war of revenge, which have been going on for 4 years. Oh! They're going at it. Might as well. No harm done. What is what? Oh, you finally took Khorasan. I was considering about going to war for Khorasan because it's that one little bit of land that we never had full control with. But we gotta consider taking against next. Which would be against the Ugozi. Which is a tribal kingdom. Not to be messed with. Again, once part of the old Hephthalite Empire. I wouldn't mind fighting against them. The problem is this is all desert territory. The woods have always been a valuable training ground. Everyone knows that any gallant knight is always on the lookout for new adventures. A malevolent tyrant, a secret trial, an innocent in need. Well, I hadn't explored this part of the forest before. Perhaps that's what makes the Southern Ruins seem like a test of valor. The church has been abandoned for decades by the looks of it. Spiderwebs have replaced the glass on the windows. Broken trunks are the new benches. Some birds fly away when I approach the rotten door. There are a few things as tempting as an unexplored temple. You may find something inside. The silhouette appears so abruptly that it's almost suspicious. Her face reflects the sunset light and manages to make it seem cold. Ah, valiant knight, have you finally come to my rescue? Will you be so kind as to take me back to the castle? Her voice so calming it just as relieved. I shall never abandon an innocent in need. 77% chance to find my way back. 23% chance I get lost in the forest and get wounded in the process. Found my way back. Living off the land. I have at my table read through some reports sent to me from the realm. Rakshana, which is my, what's the pet again? My cat. Hops up beside me, chases level 1 for the sunbeam, and curls up contentedly beside me. I reach out to give her orange for a stroke, and she stretches, languishly response. A mighty stretch. Too mighty, it turns out. She rolls over and completely off the table, landing on her feet with a haughty glare, as it was somehow my fault. She smiles away sulkily. Ah, you little fool. Dopey cat. Kind of reminds me of, my real life pet cat, which is kind of dense, to be real honest. A knight's declaration. As I pace towards my throne, I overhear my knight cut on proclaiming something to my wife, Chat. Wonder what secrets mask protects, what hidden wonders, what cloaked subjects. With one glance my throat tightens, my hands sweat. But to fail the child would be a bigger regret. Is he reciting romantic poetry to my pregnant wife? Don't you know she is 8 months pregnant and is about to give birth to either a daughter or a son that will be the successor instead of my aunt? Wait a minute. No, that's not my father. No. That's a different house. This is just my long-time bodyguard, who's doing poor now. Damn, all the reasons why I want to do a tournament at some point. Well, I'll just say, Court Love, let that wonderful poach through the halls. I'll be nice this time. If anything happens between them, oh, you know the penalty. I'm all for him. Plus, he's an old person, so he's not expected to live beyond that should he try to do any romancing. Horse gave birth. Now, what of my child? It's coming. Daughter and heir. What sounds good in the ears? Well, I guess I could name it after my aunt. Should I value her, but you will be the Roxana. It's not exactly a Turco-Hephthalite sounding name, but it's definitely Iranian influence. Bactrian, originally, to be real honest. It's more Bactro-Sogdian with the origin of that name. And of course I'll educate her. I mean, who knows what would it be like if something bad happens to me now. Such. At first I thought a simple footman a fool for stepping onto the training field. Although Joshka seemed no threat at first, it quickly became clear he would be unable to stop his wild and vicious strikes from hurting me. Disarming him suddenly became a matter of life and death. I tried not to show my relief when his sword finally hit the ground. This peasant, my soldiers will get a lecture on honor. Come on in. There you go. Now you're one of ours. We'll end this episode soon. And earn. Decent. No need for that. No need for urns. But I'll tell you what I do need. Because I just remembered something. Why am I not using this? Fix these. You know, something to spend money on. Repair a few artifacts. Yeah, this should be good. End this episode in January. This coming January. So, here's what we're gonna do in the next episode, as it ends here. Very perceptive. So as we end this episode here, obviously, the first thing that we're gonna do in the next episode, well, hold court and then go on a grand taxation tour. which it would definitely look like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, ooh, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, that'll be a long travel. That'll take up a great portion of the episode. And with that boost, and being a prestige intensive person, you're gonna need a grand entourage to bring everybody with you. And I do mean everybody. And that includes my daughter and heir, where we visit all the landmarks and she'll gain the experience very, very early on in our life. And of course, I would be bringing the mercenary guards and the Silk Road merchants. It would be the best of times. And all that. And more. So we'll see you in the next episode, because in the next episode, obviously, right before I hit record, just gotta customize a few routes to go around to some places before you will hit go to record. So hope you people enjoyed this episode. So we'll see you in the next one. And until then, so long for now.